Okay, so check this out. This cute little app here is an app with a face that does noise, and it's called NoiseFace. I just love the pragmatism there with the naming. It's made by one of my most favorite YouTubers called Jade WIi. She's a proper beat maker, this one. But she's also been dabbling with app making. And so I do have some critiques and some ideas I want to just put out in this video, hopefully getting Jade to continue developing this app, because I can see that there's something here. Because right now it's very minimalistic. It's got 12 different types of noise. So brown literally is brown noise. Red noise is red. White is white. And then down here you have a filter. There is also a modulation feature when you long press on this thing, and then it just starts modulating the filter. Now you can also mix noises together by highlighting several of them, and that same button that you can long press on to turn on modulation, well, if you just press it once, this is a preset mode. Right now we're in the first preset, and let's say we just highlight the last circle down here. Well, now I'm just gonna highlight some other noises here. Now when I press this button again, you can see that there's a color in there now, and that's basically the mixed preset we did. Now, if you got the app open for long enough, you'll see the little face here fall asleep. I like these little details here. It's very minimalistic, but I can definitely see this becoming something more if you just add a few more things. For instance, the first thing I would add are some kind of volume control. You've already got the rings here. You could have some control by touching one side of the thing and dragging up and down, kind of like an old school loopy control. I mean, this is iOS, so just embrace the fact that you've got gestures to work with. In fact, there's already one gesture in here, like when you want to delete a preset, it's doing that koala thing I love so much, where you just hold down on something and drag it down to the basket and it's gone. I love that feature, and I don't understand why more apps aren't doing it. This is great work. The second thing I would do is I like sample and hold, which is what's being used for the modulation, but sample and hold is very jerky, right? So how about like a Perlin style type noise instead, where you just smooth it out, or have that at least as an option? Maybe you can even break it up so that the automation is its own button, because you do have space for at least 2 more buttons here on the sides. One more thing here is that right now this is working as a filter, and I like that. But it would be cool to switch out the filter type to something else, like maybe a formant filter. There is one more thing I would very much like, and that is a proper landscape mode for iPad. You see, I do not work with my iPad ever upright like this. Never. That only happens on my phone. And anyone within the iOS music space, music makers, they will work with a landscape mode. So a landscape mode is pretty important for that. The last thing I would say is that if you get people from within the iOS music making community liking your app, they are definitely going to want to have support for AUV3 so that they can load it up as a plugin inside other apps like AUM, Cubasis, Logic, anything like that. Well, that's all the type of critiques and tips that I have right now. I can say that I definitely like what's in here already, and I can see this becoming something more, definitely something along the lines of a very meditative, generative, ambient noise app. Keep working on this, Jade. I'm a big fan. I absolutely love it. And I do urge everyone else to support Jade and her future development work here by buying this app. I'll put a link down in the description, and I've also put a link into her original video in where she talks about this app. Oh, and if you like Elastic Ask, just go and check out my Gumroad page because I just published a free preset pack over there. All you have to do is, when you buy it, put in a 0 in the price field and you're getting it for free. And make sure you keep an eye on that space if you are also into Nambu, because I've been working on a preset pack for over 2 months. It will contain 110 presets. It sounds great, it's cyberpunk and synthwave inspired, and I spent way too much time trying to make the thumbnails look good for that product. In any case, it won't be free, but it will feel like it was worth your money. Oh, and patrons by default do not have to pay extra to get any of my preset packs. You can just download them directly off the Patreon site. That's all for now. As usual, I wish you a very productive week. Now go finger all of your stuff and have a lot of fun doing it.